This is Dr. Phil Chavez. Brothers, this morning when at church at Mass, there was an elderly woman who did the first reading and the psalm response. Now, the delivery did not catch my attention, and I could not follow. But immediately when the priest read the gospel, that got my attention, and I was able to track his every word. Now, brothers, what popped into my head was the need for men to hear more male voices. Reminds me of a text I received earlier this week. Do you have a few minutes to talk this week? I have a prayer request for a new Pentecost. We are desperately losing the youth. As much as my wife and I show example and do our best to lead our son, he has no interest in faith, Christ, or anything other than the next entertaining TikTok. Brothers, we all know this is very typical at this time. Young males are becoming more disinterested in everything. Now, another good friend of mine is worried also about his son, who is directed almost exclusively by female voices in his Catholic grade school. And apparent to this father are the effects upon the boy, expressing feminine behaviors and qualities. Brothers, several reasons I believe account for why boys and young men do not do so well in schools. And I believe one of these is due to the majority of the feminine voices and the consequences to a greater or lesser degree that often their interest is not perked, frequently the messages do not sink, and the lessons become compromised. Brothers, when your sons are growing, do whatever you can to provide male voices for at least half of their experiences. And when they reach puberty, for the remainder of their growing years, seek out male voices for the majority of their encounters. Brothers, something we all know but are afraid to declare is that the voice of a woman just can't compare to the voice of a man in terms of command, direction, and influence. That's the way nature intended. Masculinity bestows masculinity. Iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens another. Yes, we are moved mostly by example, but the thinking of young men is in great measure dependent on the voices, the masculine voices they hear during their growing years to get perspective, standards, morals, and so many other important things. Brothers, God be with you. We appreciate you viewing our Manly Minutes. Thank you for whatever donation you can offer to make our content possible. Go to themensacademy.org/donate. Thank you.